This is Soy,
And this is Dyra,
and you're listening to Hair and Whatever.
Unfiltered Salon Talk. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey.
So it's Dyra and
Soy. So today we have our special guest. Her name is Angela Watts.
Hi guys.
And she has, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I wanted her to kind of tell us a little bit about what she does.
Oh, well, my name is Angela Watts. I am a longtime client of Soyini's. Been with her for over 10 years now, maybe more than that. And my profession is marketing communications. I am an entrepreneur and I do work I focus on the fashion industry. We're fashion and beauty. Yeah.
Awesome. And today we'll be talking about natural hair discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
Are you less natural if you wear your hair straight?
Mm-hmm.
And the whatever part is going to be open relationships.
Yep. Let's talk about openness and being open. Get your opinion on that salon talk. Trash talk.
But let's first give our crown of the week to...
Our crown of the week is going to go to Regina King for that fly bob that she had on it. That looked like it was just so effortlessly put together.
Yeah, and
that dress was hitting too.
Oh yeah, at the Golden Globes.
Yes, she looks amazing.
Alrighty, so Soy, do you think that wearing your hair natural makes you any less natural?
Of course not. Of course not.
Really?
Yes. Of course not.
Why not?
I don't think because I mean you're still natural at the end of the day. You don't have you still don't have a chemical in your hair. Let's just say that. For this whole movement of, embracing your hair, being curly, you're still not putting something in your hair that's breaking down your bonds permanently and changing your texture permanently. So I think that, you can go back and forth with heat, or if you want to put in clip-ins or weaves or whatever, you're still natural because you don't have a relaxer in your hair.
But what if you color your hair?
Now, if you color your hair, you are not chemical free. Right. So you have a chemical in your hair because color is a chemical.
Okay, but so a lot of curly girls, right? They haven't put heat in their hair for I haven't had heat in my hair for 5 years, or 3 years,
right.
6 months, right?
Right.
But they have highlights in their hair,
right.
Or color.
Mm-hmm.
So does that make them any less natural?
No, not at all. Not at all. What's up? Yeah.
Oh, sorry for the interruption.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make them more natural. Less natural.
But what's wrong with wearing your hair straight?
What's
what's the problem?
You know what it is?
Look.
I'm just asking the question. What's the problem?
Look,
you have these really hardcore natural hair guru girls out here that are you know what, if you girls are, it's just always my
thing is people are
thing.
always preaching oh, I haven't put heat in my hair for 6 months or a year.
That's cool for
or
you.
even 5 years.
But does it make their hair even more healthier than someone that doesn't go to the hair salon? Because most likely those individuals are the ones that use YouTube.
Right. And they
true.
mixing up eggs and all and avocados and all that. Nothing wrong with mixing up
Look,
eggs and avocados. I'm just saying, and flour and anything in your home pantry.
Rice water.
Rice water. Even though there's really good industry standard hair products out there, but we're not going. That's a whole nother topic. But I feel like you could still like, why is there always like this, like, these sides with us? Like, why can't we just all embrace the fact that we are moving past, like, breaking down our hair with relaxers and chemicals, and you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
why does it always have to be like, oh well, she not less natural because she wear a weave, and she not less natural because she do this or do that? Like, damn, just like,
But a lot of people wear like weaves as a protective style, like
yeah,
we
and
spoke
have
about
beautiful
that,
hair underneath.
right?
Yeah.
If you're taking care of
If
your
you're taking
hair,
care of it,
Mhm.
and they are transitioning. Like a lot of people don't like to just or they have,
Mhm.
and they've done a big chop, and they just don't feel natural wearing. I mean, or just good about themselves wearing just their hair out, and that's okay.
right?
You know.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've been coming to soy how long? For
Oh man, like a decade.
a decade now, or maybe over a decade.
Yeah, over.
And I've just never been the one that wanted to wear my hair in this natural state. I have no problem with that. I love my hair straight. And guess what? Because I wear my hair straight, a lot of individuals come to soy.
And I actually was just about to say that, because she is like my walk-in hair, pretty much billboard, because
They want the
like,
Angela curls.
They want Angela.
Right.
I want my hair to look like Angela
Angela's.
and Angela and Angela. And I'm like, and Angela don't ever wear her hair curly.
No, but
and she has like a really healthy head of hair.
It's a good, healthy head
Right.
of hair.
Because she
Now-
takes care of it.
Right, she does, absolutely. Now,
Right.
but can she transition into wearing her hair curly?
No.
Not right now. No, she cannot.
No, but then
If my hair was like big like yours, I would consider it. But my curls are different. I have West Africa, East Africa, South Africa's, Johannesburg, Eritrea, Ethiopia. Like, it's all over. It's not going to give me the same texture. And for me personally, if I'm going to do the curly state, I'm going to have to like pretty much, what is
Not
it? Where
do-
I'm going to have to manage the curl. Like, I'm going to
have
have
to
to
do a technique.
yeah, I have to do a technique. It's just
Yeah.
not gonna do it by
Right.
itself.
And
right.
we spoke
but
about
then
that.
that's the thing. Like, you have to be okay. Like,
Right.
with that.
With-
Well, I want to straighten my hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm not going to be able to wear it curly in its curly natural state.
Right, because I've been manipulating with heat, and your curls are not going to be to its potential, So I mean, this is no shade, because hey,
Yeah, no,
listen,
that's fine.
I go back and forth. Like,
Right.
I'm not willing to give up color.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to give up, wearing my hair straight. So I know that my curls are not going to be to its
potential.
Its full potential,
And
and
you
I'm
ha-
okay with that.
Right, you have to be okay
You
with
gotta
that.
be okay with that.
See,
And it's not
I don't put
damaged.
heat in my hair as much as you would or
Mhm.
Angela would,
Mhm.
because like I
Mhm.
like wearing my hair curly, and I know
Right.
that like my hair also is a little bit more sensitive, maybe a little bit more sensitive than yours or Angela's, and can't take as much heat as yours.
Oh, well, I
You
don't
know?
even know. I think my hair, my curls are pretty sensitive too, because like,
No, but a lot of people, everybody's different.
Yeah.
And you have to get to know your hair too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, I can't, do a protective style because my hair is gonna, I'm gonna
Yes.
shed a lot.
right.
I'm gonna lose a lot of hair.
Yeah, if your hair's
Or-
fine, like you may not be a
It-
candidate for a protective style.
Exactly.
Right.
Or I may not be a candidate to, put heat in my hair every week or
Right.
every other week,
Right.
or even every month.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't even do it every month,
Right.
So like, that's something that people should know too as well. Like,
They should consider, and like, and know what it's all, at the end of the day, it's all about what you want to do. You know what I mean? And you have to be okay and just have that knowledge behind, okay, so if I'm going to go back, I want to wear my hair curly and straight. Okay, so if I wear my hair curly and straight, and just know that my curls might not be to its fullest potential, because I'm occasionally putting heat in it, and I might have to, use
Manipulate
it, do a technique depending on my texture to get it to, curly when I want to wear it curly. I might have to, because maybe, I have a little bit of heat sensitivity right here, where it's a little bit limp and my curls were compromised. I might have to put a roller in it right there. or
right.
something. So,
And also like, putting color in your hair also
Yeah.
messes up
Messes
your curl,
up the curl pattern too. I
Well-
mean, color is a chemical.
So let me ask the question: are women being rebellious for not wanting to put heat in their hair? Because because they have because I guess growing up we have always thought that it was important to look a certain way. So do you think it's more of a rebellion now, more so than anything? That's
I
why.
think it's a combination of both.
Okay.
Yeah, because why do we even want to wear why is straight even an option? You know what I mean?
Okay. So
Because you know, you have people saying, you know, to me in the chair, well, girl, I'm about to go on this interview, so I gotta straighten my hair. To be
those
more
are really
Yeah.
wow.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, why is straight even an option for us?
Well, for
Like, where do
me,
you
for
think
me
that-
necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the history, like where it comes from, like where we've been conditioned because of what we see on TV. Like, oh, you know, like there's this, you know, I'm gonna say it, Caucasian woman with straight hair, you know, in the TV. Like that was all it was back in the day. Like only white women, you know, and they had straight hair. That's their natural hair. So, you know, that's what was the pretty thing, you know, like that was pretty, you know.
It's basically white supremacy, basically.
Right.
Like,
I won't
let's
say
call it what
white
it is.
supremacy.
I think so because that was the main image that was put out.
It was the
over.
it was the imagery.
I mean,
it was
it
the
goes
imagery
into
that was
everything.
definitely pushed for
Pushed.
sure, and we understand that. Everyone knows that.
Even the skin color
And even the skin color, yeah.
It still is to today.
to this day.
Yeah, there is some type of divide. Well, I don't. Well, you know what? Okay, the thing about it is, though, I hate for us to keep talking negative about our culture.
I mean, I wouldn't say
because I don't feel like I don't. But okay,
But
because
I'm just saying,
but
like,
I'm just
why
looking.
is it an option? You know, like, why in our head do we even be like, oh my God, like maybe. I know. Okay, look, our curls are beautiful. I feel like
But that's
we
what we
have
need
the
to say.
versatility
Just-
to
that's-
go anyway.
And
like,
that's the messaging that has to be put out
right,
there.
like,
That's the thing that we
have
need
versatility to
right.
do a lot of different things to our hair.
So that's
you
what we
know?
focus on.
Right.
So don't focus on the fact that, oh, why you got to wear your hair straight. Oh, no, great. You have the option to wear your hair straight. You have the option to wear your hair curly.
flip it.
You have so many options. What a beautiful thing.
And I see
See
a
how
lot of
that
people.
sounds better?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people.
Yeah.
Flip too, instead of like, oh my God, why?
Why?
do you
Which
wanna wear
causes a divide.
It does. It does.
And that's where the negativity comes in.
Right.
But still, something is just like, okay, you know, I get both sides of it. Like, I understand, and, you know, I love to wear my hair straight sometimes. So
yeah,
it's
me
just
too. Like I love the option.
Right.
You know,
But
like
we would have figured it out anyway. Whether they would have pushed it on if they would have pushed it on us or not, we would have figured out that we can wear our hair straight.
and honestly, the reason
Right.
the reason
we
why.
resourceful as hell.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me see if I could just like straighten this little curl
Right,
out right
right,
quick.
right. Let me
And that's
see what
exactly
this
what would
gonna do.
happen. We would figure it
We
out.
would've figured it out.
Yeah.
Like put some braids.
So
I mean, I've seen
what is the issue? Everybody has choices.
yeah, I mean, and I think like even from back in the day, like, you know, I read this really great book, Hair Story, and it just goes, I think the author Ayanna Bird, really good book, and it just goes on to the story of the history of just our hair and our heritage, and the fact that, like, you know, people think that we've started some, you know, 20 years ago. No, like they were cutting off, you know, animals and adding it to their and adding the animal hair to their hair in different tribes. So it's just like, you know, you're right. I feel like, you know, like we probably would have figured it out to do something different.
I mean, the
because
reason why, like, it actually, like, hot combs exist, like, you know, the ones that you actually plug in, is because like a white man probably saw us do like the hot comb, put it on the stove, the irons and everything, and it, you know.
Yeah, I need to research that.
Yeah, we would have figured it out.
We would have.
We would have figured it out.
Right.
We figure everything out.
Right.
We're very resourceful. We're very intelligent. We just do a lot of great
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
We created a multi-billion-dollar culture, hip hop,
Right.
which we're in Mean Street Studios right now recording this,
Hey, Main
which
Street
is
Studios.
built off hip hop.
Right. So
Yeah. So I mean, it's just what it is.
Right. Yeah.
Positivity is what we need.
Yeah.
We don't need to argue and about something that does not make sense to me. But yeah, that's just
Now,
my choice.
do you think wavy or straight hair are like kind of like out here to trying to look like putting perms in their hair to trying to get like our
What?
So basically, like, is it the reverse? Like,
Right.
you know, like the people who have like wavy hair, the people who have like straight hair,
Right.
are they
Do
doing,
they
you know,
I see it a lot
that's
Were they-
what
were they
perms
like-
is,
were
you
they-
know, like the
perms.
The perms.
Yeah,
Like
Like
cold-
so they make
a
look
cold
like
perm.
yours.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
like they use the perm rods to actually get perms.
That's fine.
Like
and,
it's called a permanent wave.
and now it's become more like where a lot of people, Caucasian people are doing it.
Yeah, have curly hair.
Because
That's fine.
and white people are now embracing
their own curly hair.
their own curly,
Which is awesome.
right.
Yeah.
It's all about who you are. Who you
Right.
are at what's your DNA. It's okay. I'm fine with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no problem. I like to wear my hair straight. Period.
Now, how do
I
you
like
feel
my
about
hair,
that?
I like how my hair looks on me straight.
How do you
Period.
feel? How do you feel about like a white woman trying to look like a black woman?
Oh God. Are you kidding me right now?
No, because I've seen so much
It's such a
shit. I've seen what I sent you the other day of like a hair scarf.
Oh yes, the well, you know, that goes into like,
That's going into a whole
man,
nother.
That's a whole other thing too. Like, I mean, yeah, the headscarf with it was straight from
culture vultures.
basically.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
But anyway, that's a whole nother.
yeah, but I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. If you want to be, I mean, like, you know, there are a lot of like we did a girl. We need to bring her in too. Like, we did a girl
Right.
whose hair was just like she was almost like, you know, she looked like she might have been my light skinned cousin named Keisha somebody. Like, she was like, you know, she was a white girl. And I don't even think she was like Jewish or anything. Like, she was like straight white girl, and
She had a head
she
full
had
of curls.
a head full of kinky curls.
Beautiful.
Well, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say like she had like not
Not
more
kinky, but
coils,
just like,
but more so
but it was really curly.
like
curly.
yeah, like even
really.
like to my a little bit looser than mine,
right,
maybe.
maybe.
But and they were long, so that kind of like
Yeah.
makes your hair looser.
So
curls.
was she not happy with her texture, or
No, she was.
No, she was.
Yes. Okay.
She was. She came in to get a curly cut,
Mm-hmm.
and we asked her a few questions about just like her history and where she comes from, and she was the only person that had curly hair in her family.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. So what's her DNA? Like her ethnicity?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
guys ask?
She said.
She-
Did
yeah.
she know?
I don't.
I mean, she had some African in her.
Somewhere down
I
the
mean,
road.
they all do.
Everybody does. Everybody has some type of African DNA in them. It's been proven in science, and it's science.
Right. So
Yeah,
I
it's
just
been
reached
proven.
back in that pot and said, "We about to grab this one.
Right.
About to grab them curls from back there."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe we all come from Africa. So that's a whole nother.
That's another topic.
Yeah. Curls are from Africa.
Yeah. I mean, so we can just basically officially say, curly hair has made it to the mainstream and is here to stay.
Absolutely. And it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And it's beautiful. And it's beautiful that we have options,
Yeah.
And
I love to see women with curls like Dara. Like, I love your
Aw, thank
hair.
you.
It's so fly.
Right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
super fly. And then of course, Soy, you're the queen of the switch up.
Yeah.
And I'm just ordinary Jane.
With
Down the middle,
beautiful
straight.
hair.
Some curls sometimes razor cut, whatever. But it's about the same. It's nothing changing here. Sorry.
So
Wait,
you're
so-
not gonna
so
go ahead and get them braids. then.
So you.
I am going to get the braids. Okay, stop.
Whatever. It's like a running joke.
No,
because she,
I am going to get braids. I'm going to get the long ones.
Girl,
I promise you,
please.
down the middle.
Whatever.
Did
Yeah.
you cancel your appointment?
Exactly. You're still on the book though, right? Okay.
I'm on the book right now. I said 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 week before my appointment. So I don't come to you guys to the 17th. That's next week.
Mhm. We'll
Yeah.
see. Right.
I know she keeping her
Right.
appointment. We'll see her.
Right. We won't. We won't hold our curls.
And as you can see, these are some haters.
Oh, no hate. I love doing your hair, girl.
Right.
I love doing your hair. It's probably like I wouldn't say the best because all curls are beautiful. Like all heads are beautiful. But Angela just comes in often and like her hair is like, you know, in a really healthy state. So it's really easy to do. And, you know.
Yeah, she gets great results.
Yeah, shout out
you
to Angela.
guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
She's our walking, like I said, she's our walking.
Just coming to get
billboard.
the Angela
Right.
curls.
Yeah.
I know we need to add that to the book.
Yeah.
Angela.
You've
curls.
been
I
saying
need to
that.
be that
I know,
on
I
South
need to
Sea.
say.
South Sea Angela curls.
Right, Angela curls. Okay, well,
So we come to the conclusion then, right?
yeah.
You're not less natural because you wear your hair straight.
Right.
You're not.
Embrace the options.
We have that option, let's not argue.
And
about,
if you're putting color in your hair, that means that what?
You're not natural.
not all the way.
Not
And there's
all the
nothing
way.
No,
wrong
you have
with that.
chemicals in your hair.
And why are we so like that about the chemical word? Okay, I'm relaxer. No, I mean that chemical. No, but other chemical. We are all made of chemicals. Chemicals are. It's not a bad thing. Like,
Right, like some hair dyes, like the box ones that you buy in the grocery
Right.
store or whatever, they say like ammonia free, but we all know that there's some sort of chemical to
thank
help
you.
lighten your hair.
Exactly.
So you're putting chemicals in your hair, even if you didn't know that. They use a whole different word,
word.
to,
Right. That's not saying that it's like
Right.
technically ammonia. It's just it's a marketing pool. So.
yeah.
Yep.
So you're not
Ploy.
less
That's the
natural. You're not
Ploy.
any less. I'm not throwing shade, but you got to do your research.
Your research, yeah. So I mean, it's okay. All chemicals are not bad.
Right. And it's okay to straighten your hair
Yeah.
every week.
Every 2 weeks.
I say every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twice a month.
Your curls will loosen
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
But that's okay. Like if that's your preference
Yeah,
and you're fine with that and like that's cool.
absolutely.
I'm all for it.
All right.
Okay. Well, speaking about being open,
Oh, okay. So it's ready for
Salon Talk.
trash talk.
Salon
Is that the theme song? We need to
that's
work
not
on
the
that.
Trash talk.
Yes.
Look, you don't like my flow.
She is definitely
No, that Jean missed you.
Whatever.
even though Soy does hair, her favorite portion of this podcast is
I love stuff like this.
it's the trash talk.
That's right.
And we really talk about all this stuff inside of the salon,
We
which
sure
makes
do.
it
Yeah.
like
So
fun.
we wanted to bring the unfiltered salon talk
Exactly.
to you guys.
Exactly. So,
Who's gonna start?
openness and being open. We're all a community here.
So Soy,
Community?
since you so happy about talking
Well, okay,
to
wait. She keeps staying open, but she's not really getting into detail about what type of openness she's talking about.
open relationships.
Yeah,
like
open
just
relationships.
In what capacity?
You have I think when we talk about what capacity, that's kind of unique to the couple and what they define.
So pretty
As-
much open relationships with couples.
Yeah, with
Okay.
couples.
Okay.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about that? How do you guys feel about it? Like, are you guys okay with it? Or
Me
like,
no
I'm
go.
driving
Mm-mm.
No bueno.
No
Like-
bueno. Sorry.
I'm good.
It's not my thing.
so okay. So tell me
But
what you
why-
think.
What
so
I
why-
think about it?
Well, why don't you feel like? Is it the jealousy? Because jealousy is nothing but a feeling. Like,
What? What?
We clearly know.
I think it's more so bringing all those spirits up in the relationship.
what you mean? On what spirits? Spirits are good.
Not those type of spirits. I'm sorry. Like I'm
Why?
just not.
Sex is
Please
natural
don't
and-
think that I'm crazy. But sex is natural. But I
we all
just
got
think
here
that
from
it
it.
brings it brings too much into the relationship. Personally,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at some point, somebody's going to catch feelings. I'm sorry. Especially if you continue to have that 1/3 person that
So-
you continue to work with or be part of your relationship,
work with.
be part of the relationship, somebody's going to catch feelings.
Right.
I'm
And then it's
sorry.
going to be messy.
And it's going to be messy. So why even go through that? So are you open to an open relationship where you're having multiple partners with different people?
I think it's to the couple's
Discretion,
and I think it's to the couples whatever they, just like everybody has their own definition of what marriage is. Like even just culturally, like in some cultures marriage means one thing, and then in another culture marriage means something else. So I think that your relationship should define what you two have agreed to, you know what I mean, and not what society has put upon you and what we've been socialized to.
So are you saying society by meaning of the Bible? Because that's what that is the.
I think the Bible, we've been socialized by the Bible as well.
So is that a bad thing?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just think that we have been socialized by it, like as far as culture.
That's our guide.
Right.
I mean, that's some people's guide, but that's not all people's guide. I mean, there's the Quran, there's the Kabbalah. Like, I mean,
you're right. No, you're absolutely right.
But it's there's so many. There's Buddhist. Like, there's so many different.
So tell us what you think.
About what?
Like completely. Like just finish what you.
No, I don't agree with it. I really don't really have any like full thought out comments, to be honest. I'm just not into that culture or that lifestyle. It's just not my thing.
So if your man just came out of nowhere and like
wanted to do that,
yeah, would you like stop dating him? Like, would you like?
I'm gonna tell him no, and then he keeps pushing it. Then I'm gonna just probably have to let him go and let him go. So
figure out his life.
Figure out his life, yeah, because obviously that's what he wants. I'm not giving him enough,
right?
I'm just not into it. It's just messy. I'm telling you. I see that it's going to be very messy at some point. Someone's based on how you decide to define your relationship.
I don't think necessarily, because I think that all parties have to raise to a higher sense of consciousness. I think so. Yes. So jealousy and all of that stuff is nothing but a feeling, like anything else. But and you have to be in check of ego. You know what I mean?
But you're gonna raise to a higher level of consciousness, right? But you're still allowing all this energy to get into your body as a female. What energy from the dude? What are you talking about?
What's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong? What? I'm just saying, what is wrong with having someone else that loves you? We're all supposed to love each other. Like, what?
But we love each other, but not love each other like that.
Sex is the physical form of love.
Exchange fluids.
Yeah, exchanging fluids.
What I'm saying is, long as you're safe, I'm saying that, and everybody's been tested. And, like certain parameters have been set.
All right. So, obviously, Soy, you think it's okay.
I do. I don't see anything wrong with a couple that wants to have an open relationship.
So what do you think about like STDs? Like like
I said, I think that everyone needs to be safe. Everyone needs to be tested. I don't think you can get STDs by quote unquote being with one person. And then
absolutely.
Lying. If my whole thing is this, like we're so quick to down this other sort of lifestyle, but yet the divorce rate is through the roof. The people who are getting caught up in cheating and lying
done your
and all
research.
this
but I think it could go a little deeper than that, than just the whole being with one person. It could be someone married someone because they had a kid. It could be someone because of financial issues. It could be a lot of different things that cause a divorce, a couple to get divorced. It's just not about having multiple partners.
No, but for but I think that a lot of it is through people who have not been faithful. I find that our society has a hard time. Like we come with this like Puritan attitude towards coupledom, and but it doesn't show the results of that is not showing of how we act. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like. So many people are getting caught up in like cheating, and they find it hard to just be with one person.
People cheat for different reasons, for whatever reason because
it is.
Yeah,
they're not being fulfilled at home.
But not necessarily. It can't even. It's not even that. Sometimes it's not. It could be numerous of reasons because they're not being fulfilled at home because it's just not in their DNA to be like monogamous, you know?
Which, as long as they can be authentic about that and share that
Right.
with the
And
person
then-
that they.
And then if that's, look, I'm not against it,
Mhm.
like for someone else, if that's how you want to live,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not how I want to be in my relationship, you
Right.
know, like,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to be honest about it because, you know, like it's just, this is who you are. It's going to come out regardless of.
And
you
I
know?
think that's why, a lot of, like, we have these. I mean, we just have, like, I just think we've been socialized to push monogamy as the standard of relationships. And I don't think that everyone fits into that mold. You know? I mean, I really want to read this book. What is her name? What is the author's name? I think it's called Untrue. Something Wednesday. I need to. I forgot her name, but and it talks basically about just like females and sexuality and how it's been shown like women who stay in relationships for a really long time. Sometimes they have a lower libido with that one partner for years and years and years and years and years and years and forever and forever, forever, ever. You know what I mean?
OMG.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I mean, you're going to have the
I mean,
same one dick forever and ever.
Do you practice?
And
do you,
ever?
are you open in your relationship?
No, I'm not. But I
Do you
mean,
want to be open in your relationship?
sometimes I do.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
talked to your mate about being
I
open?
have.
And what was his response?
Hell no.
So the question is now.
I don't know. We're gonna leave it on that. I don't know. I think that that's a lot of it too. That
Yeah.
a lot of men,
Don't
they
wanna see
don't want
their-
to. They don't want to see that. They don't even want to think about their woman.
Did you guys hear
With
about
someone
somebody
else.
Did you guys hear about Ronnie DeVoe and his wife on Real Housewives? And they were in an open relationship. The only way that she can have sex with anybody was with another female.
You see what I'm saying?
And she, I think, if I remember correctly, she eventually fell in love or was falling in love deeply with the female.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that's what I'm saying. Like
They
they
can't.
had
can't-
to cut it off. They had to stop.
But I'm just saying, like, but I wonder, would that rule apply? Like you said, like, was it? She had to have it with another woman. Like, she couldn't be with like another man.
There were restrictions there.
And but he could be with another woman.
He could be with
though.
another woman.
And see, I just think that, to me, I don't know. I mean, hey, I don't know their relationship, but to me, I just feel like that's a double standard. Like, like, oh, it's all still like, let me make the man feel better. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, how is that fair?
So I like, for a man is more so like, I don't want to see her, with another man, or even there's men who don't want to see their men with another woman.
Right.
Like they're not okay with that. But when it comes to them, as far as like, okay, well, having sex, because for men, sex is more so, it's not like emotions are not involved for a lot of men.
I feel like
For a lot of
women
men.
too. I just think that we
You
have
think
been.
so?
I do. I think
I
that
don't know.
So you
Look,
don't think you're
Listen,
Look,
I
soy is
think
from
that
another
we-
planet.
No.
Right, because how can you not? You cannot. You can't say that.
It's from another planet.
Yeah. When
No.
women reach a certain climax in the act of sex, that is a connection that's hard to deny. And it actually.
And you don't think that men don't feel that way either? Like but why are we always putting like men as like, men are this and this is why, we can give them excuses because, boys are just being boys. But when it comes to women, it's just like, oh no, we're these fragile, emotional creatures that's gonna
we are.
fucking fall apart. If
We are.
I'm
We're
not.
listen, we're a whole different breed.
Yeah.
Like it's totally different. Like obviously, like we look the same, like as far as like the man, they have two eyes, a nose, like physically, like the features. Obviously the only thing that's different between us is his penis and our vagina,
And our breasts.
right, and our breasts. And I mean, and they have breasts, but I mean, they have like
do.
a
Right,
chest,
right,
but
right.
that's what makes us different. But at the end of the day, exactly. So
There's a lot that make us different.
yeah, but
right?
we because we have a uterus, we think different. we operate totally different. Our whole different.
I think we do.
Like
do
men
things-
can never give birth.
Right.
You know, men will never get their periods.
But does that say because we do this and because we do that and because we have uterus and because we nurse children and because we we are the caretakers and we do start sacrificing our body
because we're sensitive human beings.
No. I'm just saying. I think men are sensitive too. If not, maybe even more than women. Like, I just think that because that we do all of these things, does that mean that okay, we're so fragile that we're gonna, when it comes to sex, we are going to fall apart if, and if our men go out and like sleep with somebody else, and you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like
you may not, but most women do.
But do you think that's part of being
especially
socialized, though? Because, I mean, we've been socialized by these women, not by these women, but by these, like, movies in Hollywood that, oh, my God, I caught him cheating and, just
I think
all of these,
it goes back a little further than that.
Right.
Not just TV.
Yeah.
In Hollywood. It goes back
it's just really
since
good,
the beginning of time.
Jesus.
I don't think so. I mean, we were
You don't
hunters and
think
gatherers.
so?
We were hunters and we were not. We started being these like monogamous culture when it shifted from hunter gatherers until agriculture. And women became property.
Where is that on the internet?
You need to look it up. You got to do your research. You should read it's this really good book called Sex at Dawn. It's really good.
Okay.
And it talks about that. It talks about,
but is it factual? Like, is it like,
or is it biased?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that they did a really good job of researching, to me. Like, as far as like the whole anthropology thing, like they did their research on on this topic,
I don't know. I honestly,
just do your research on it. Like the shift from hunter-gatherers to agriculture. And you guys tell me.
Okay.
Just do your research. That's all I'm
What's
saying.
The name of that book again?
It's called Sex at Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
It's an excellent book, and it just talks about that. I think he actually has one of the authors have a podcast. I mean, I just don't really listen. I like to research everything. I like to know why,
you feel the way you do,
or feel the way they do, or why we do things.
But that's a feeling.
But it is. Look at you.
Thank you, Dara.
I like what you did there.
Thank you. Bam.
Who's to say?
We are all. This whole
listen,
existence is a feeling.
Okay, but who's to say that you're not bored in your relationship?
But I don't really think it comes down to boredom even,
Are you sure though?
Yes, because I think that if I was with anyone, like any one person for whatever,
you
might just
have you always felt this way?
No.
I
can answer that one.
Yeah, and me too.
I had, and you know why? It's because I was naive at first.
So now we're still naive.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I was naive.
So we're not. So you think that we're
just
still
like,
naive?
I think that listen.
Oh,
it's because I was naive at first. It's almost like like having kids. Like at first,
at first you have them, and then you regret them.
Not regret. It's just like the Dove commercials. First baby, second baby. It's like you just become aware of different things through experience, so you feel differently towards situations when they come up because your experience
or what you're taught.
What you mean?
Whatever you're taught growing up. Right. This is the proper way to live.
Exactly. Like, so it's just like I just like to look at certain things.
Honestly, so I like, okay, so if your man, right, is like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you because that's how you feel. How would you feel? Would you like?
I would be hurt.
But what would you do? Will you go ahead and live this life that you've been taught?
That's a good question.
Because it's a feeling, right? That's how you feel, right?
Yeah. Right, like that's like the part that that I feel like
You're not able
that
to-
I don't think that monogamy is like the
Right.
status quo.
She's not able
or
to elevate to her higher.
the conditioning. I have not been able to be conditioned
Right.
in that
So
way
if
of monogamy.
if he says like it's me or this open relationship that you want may want,
That's a good question.
Would you choose? What
I
would
mean,
you
I'm
choose?
choosing it now because he doesn't want to be in an open relationship. So I'm choosing to be in a.
But are you happy? How's that? Do you have a smiley face or every day when you go
What level
home?
is your pain?
Yeah.
What level?
Right.
1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
He's going to hate this video.
Listen. I mean, I think that where I am right now. Like I feel like I don't want to lose this person, so I am going to, even though that's not necessarily my doctrine, or it hasn't been since I've like researched and see the history of it and agree with it and feel a certain way, but because the love that I have for my relationship, I am going to try to
be
So
with
you-
him.
be what he wants.
You're willing to compromise.
I'm willing to
She's
compromise.
willing-
It's
she's
almost
willing-
like me, going into Judaism. Like if my man was Jewish and it's like, okay, well, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to.
So you're willing to sacrifice your sexual happiness.
Honestly, what I believe is like in your relationship, having sex with the same partner in the same position in the same bed
It gets boring.
It gets boring.
Yeah, it does.
So you have to kind of like, okay, well, let's go on a staycation. Let's do a staycation.
Let's go up to the top of the mountain.
Right. Let's go. Let's travel. Let's go behind this car and have sex. You know,
Yeah.
like
You have
stuff
to
like that.
spice it
you
up.
have
You have to spice it up and
up.
get very creative.
Right. And role play, whatever it is, whatever
All in
you're,
the name of that one
you're
day.
willing.
Samantha did a great job on Sex and the City. Her and Jared would role play all the time. He would meet her at the restaurant and, act as if he was a investigator coming to arrest her for a crime she committed, and then they would go have sex in the bathroom.
with
So
that
it was
same
just,
woman.
it was just like amazing, like how they were able to do that. I think maybe just exploring that.
Like I'm sure
As
if
an
you go,
option.
if like you want to, and it'll be fun, like role play. Like, oh, I come home and I go to Christian, and Christian comes home and I'm like in this like little nurse. Hey, Poppy, you wanna?
Hey, sweetie, you need a haircut?
Hey, like Sophia, you look like Poppy, you look like you had a rough day. Like
Exactly.
let me take your temperature, Poppy. Like stuff like that. Like even if it feels awkward,
Yeah.
it's still fun. Like
Yeah.
you'll laugh and you just created a whole moment. You know.
Exactly. And a new experience.
Exactly.
And life is all about experiences. And you can do that with your partner.
With that same one.
When that
penis
same one penis.
So I mean,
that
okay.
you done had for 20 years, maybe?
Yes.
20 year.
Yes.
So do you want like, okay, is it just like an open relationship where you're just having sex with just another person, or would it be like multiple people?
I don't know. See, I don't know if
'Cause
that's something that.
You make it seem like, okay, well, this person that I'm having sex with, like this one dick,
And it's
now
like you'll get tired of that other dick.
I think so too. I think I would.
So you'll get tired of the other dick and want to move on to a new dick. Oh, wow. Woo.
Maybe just have like a harem, some concubines.
Are you sure you're not a male?
yeah,
You sure you're a female? No,
she's
just
not
like-
from this planet.
Not at all.
Maybe like a new husband every week. Call the king concubine to the quarters.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
all right. So let's say like now it's five dicks that you have.
Within
You
like
get
a
to
year.
rotate.
Huh?
Yeah, you're rotating. That we're rotating.
Yeah.
This is sounding so fun.
This is so. Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine that. Are you kidding me? Right now?
couldn't?
But what about them and them having sex with everybody else?
I don't know.
So are now you being selfish that you want them to just have sex with you?
With
only?
you?
I know, right?
So now you have 5 different dicks. That
She
you're having sex
sounds like a
with.
man.
Yeah, you sound like a straight man.
Right.
Maybe they would have to have a quota, like
What?
Maybe they just
But what
could
about-
only have like.
I mean, you don't think there's nothing wrong with that?
But then they're having sex
Like
with multiple
wrong?
people.
With
But
the way,
listen,
no, like for real, like on a whole nother level, like let's, all jokes aside, like the way you're thinking, right? I'm having sex with 5 men, and these 5 men can't have sex with no one else
But me.
but me.
And
Like
but
on
then,
some
but then
R.
you
Kelly
came back
shit.
and said quota, saying they can have sex with somebody else. But then what about that person who they're having sex with?
Right.
Because now all of that,
Now all that
energy
energy
is
is
transferring right
right
this
into you.
body. And whatever you're doing is transferring to them.
So I think you should see a therapist.
Right.
So basically, in this world that we live in, no one is like doing this, everyone is just, faithful, and we're
No,
not,
no,
we're
no,
not,
no.
the case.
we're not doing this.
People do it all the time.
all the
and they do
damn
it behind the
since-
back.
since the beginning of the time.
But I
people
guess
been
being
doing
open
this.
is willing to your participating partner, willing to go
To-
along
yeah,
with
with it.
Right.
So at
Yeah,
least
it's okay
not
if that's
hidden.
what you're into. Like,
yeah.
Did y'all know that there was like this tribe out in the Amazon that basically the women would like have sex with like all these different men, right? They
a
would have,
tribe.
yeah, some tribe out in the Amazon. I learned it from the book. And basically, Sex at Dawn. And basically, they wouldn't know who the father of their child is, and
Wow.
the whole community would partake and take care of the child.
Wow.
I think that's awesome.
You think that's beautiful?
Oh, okay.
I do.
So what about like just knowing your DNA and knowing your family history? So I guess they consider everyone in the Amazon their family.
I guess so. I mean, we all a big
So
family.
so now
anyway.
let's
It's
say,
just kinda
like,
tenfold.
how about if you having sex with your cousin or something?
I think we might be like maybe once removed, all of us are part of the human family, and we're
Yeah, but
probably-
like far, like.
we don't know that. Like
So I just looked up Sex at Dawn, and pretty much it challenges all conventional views on sex at once by diving deep into our ancestors' sexual history, the rise of monogamy, and delivering starting points for thinking over our understanding of what sex and relationships should really look like. Wow.
Yeah, and they even they featured him on one of the Netflix documentaries that we're talking about. What was it called? It was this. I forgot the name. Explained. It was Explained docu, and they have these like series of just different things. And one of the topics one week was about monogamy, and one of the authors were on there, and it just challenges the thought of just how we've been socialized to be monogamous. This is a very touchy and sensitive subject for a lot of people.
It goes against tradition.
It goes against tradition. It goes against what we've been taught, and it goes against a lot of people's, even that comes up, with religion and what we've been, and what religion has played a part in this whole thing as well.
I don't
So-
even think it is religion. I would say like it's more so like the Bible itself, because the Bible
But
is
the
not a religion.
I
The
mean-
Bible is a book
but it's the book
that
for
all
Christians.
religions refer to.
You think so?
I don't know, but I can't
I
speak
don't
much to
think
that
about-
right now
because
I
I
have to do
think
my
that-
research, but I don't
I don't think
that
so. I think
they
that
have their own Bibles.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I
books.
don't think that the Bible was the oldest one by far. I think Hinduism and the Vegas,
They don't
were
go by.
older
They
than
don't go by a Bible,
yeah the what is it
and their Bible is different than the
God's-
actual Bible that we all read.
yeah, it's different. It has like talks about many gods.
I know. Okay, well, I know
I
that.
forgot the name of the Vegas. I think forgot the name of it, but that's older than the Bible.
So
There's
I mean, that's a whole nother question, but like, I mean, that's a whole nother show that now I'm questioning the Bible, because if they have a whole nother, Bible that they go by, and that's the oldest.
Yeah, the Bible's not the oldest, because there's been religions. Christianity is not the oldest religion.
Look, I'm not into, honestly, guys, I am not into religion.
Theology.
And honestly, I do not read the Bible. So
You
don't. No. This year, 2019, I will be reading the Bible.
Okay.
Just for like understand, like I
For
want truth.
understanding and discernment.
Right. Truth. But
Oh well, don't you saw her face, right?
I didn't say anything. I'm just looking.
yeah,
I'm
no.
listening.
Her face. She was like, truth. She questions everything.
Yeah.
I think and
No,
you
and
should-
you should.
You
You
should
should. Yeah, that's
question
why
them,
I'm gonna
but-
read it, because like I wanna, like, I question everything. Like I get, into whatever conversations
But are
with
we supposed to
everybody.
question the
The
Bible?
truth is stranger than fiction.
But should we question the Bible?
I think that you should question anything that
Yeah.
has been written.
By a man,
Okay.
I
because the
really
Bible
do.
is not written by God. But that's a whole nother
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's getting deep into
right religion.
yeah.
I mean,
theology.
but hey,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really open relationships it's a really touchy subject. I mean, and especially from, culturally, from what we've been raised, especially in like the Black and brown communities, like, and we just been taught like this is what you do,
Yeah.
you
Look,
Couple up.
I don't care what anybody else is doing in their own homes, as long as, like, my man and I are practicing one,
Monogamy.
right. We're in one accord. Like, that's it. That's all that matters. Like, if that's what you're doing at your house, cool. Like, it's fun. I want to hear stories. Like,
Yeah, we should bring some people that have like successful open relationships
Right.
on the show,
I
because
don't think they're successful though.
you don't think they're successful?
I could be wrong, and
Look,
I know I'm gonna
if
probably get a
because
lot of
that's
what
flack
makes
on
you
this
think?
air,
What makes you
but-
think if you have so many issues in one relationship where it's just two people? Imagine, like,
Oh yeah, I mean, but I mean that's relationships with people. Period. I mean, you
Right.
have relationships with your kids, and your kids get on your nerves, and there's not like there's learning curves with that. So of course, relationships with people. Period. You're gonna have things that go on. You're not gonna be. There's not gonna be any like problems.
But then the connecting of the souls just compounds that to me.
But we all are connected souls, though.
But I mean, the way that you're connecting via sex is totally different from me
Right,
and
like,
you connecting
look,
right now talking.
now look, certain people, right? So certain people see sex different, right? So me personally, the way I see sex is as a connection with my partner. Like, it's more so like, energy, transferring of energy and
Right.
stuff like that.
It is.
And obviously, at the end of the day, you want to come, right? Because of that, like,
that energy exchange.
right, because even they say certain people, if like they're meditating before sex, and like they just have like greater orgasms. Now for certain people, I don't know if that's you, like they just wanna fuck and that's it.
Right.
It's just that. Now, do you
It's
think
like it's more like a animalistic sort of thing. You're just biology.
right?
Yeah.
Like, it feels good, but like,
I think there's different ways. There's no one thing.
yeah, but
you know, like,
it's all
for-
a mindset. It's about
Yeah.
perspective, how you see it and how you view it. Right?
And
Like,
I don't think that maybe it's not all that each time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm having this great like outer body spiritual experience.
no,
each
it's not.
time,
No,
Like,
absolutely not.
Sometimes it might be on that where
But do
I
you
just
think it's some kind of psychological something psych that's happening with the individual if they just want to do that all the time? Are they running from something? If they don't want to connect, I mean, like they're constantly having multiple sex partners, because then, which I think segues into next week's topic, if I'm not mistaken. But love addict, sex addict, like those type of things, like do you think is something wrong with a person? Could it be something wrong with that person for them wanting to have multiple sex partners with different people over and over again to get that hit?
fulfillment.
That fulfillment, that hit,
that
yeah.
newness,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Is it something? And I'm not saying
I don't know
something's
if
wrong
it's
with them,
wrong.
but
Right,
it's-
I wouldn't
what
say,
may
but
be,
it-
what's going on in their mind?
Right.
to make them want to do that constantly.
Right, exactly.
Right, like it kind of just gets old, just dealing with one person, or not even dealing with, but
Yeah, that's why I
like
said,
putting up with, not dealing with putting up with, but actually
Putting
like,
okay.
like dealing, like, like you're putting up with something, but just like
Maintaining a relationship.
right, maintaining
Yeah.
a relationship with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say, so I should see a therapist.
No. No. I mean, hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with I'm open to
Right,
I wanna
I've
see a
seen
therapist.
I've seen a therapist before,
like I probably do.
I think everybody should see a therapist anyway. Like I think mental health is, important.
So
It
important right
is.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we all need to talk to people.
Yeah, so I say fuck no.
I say no.
And I'm all for it. Hey.
Well, 2 out of 3, so we win. We haven't been conditioned, and we have reached our higher level of consciousness.
Right.
No. I'm sure there are lots of people that agree with me. on this
Yeah.
topic.
We'll see in the comments.
Yeah. Don't forget to, subscribe, comment. We want to hear from you guys. Like
yes. We want to hear about you on these topics.
Yeah.
Are you a hair discriminator? And
are you into openness?
that's right. Openness.
All right. Well,
We love.
that concludes
Hearing whatever.
Oh, this is fun.